Maybe we should just start messaging Nike, Instagram, and putting some pressure.
Aryna Sabalenka stood under the bright lights at the WTA finals in Riyadh and made a confession that stunned the tennis world. The world number one didn't celebrate her outfit. She asked her own fans to pressure Nike into giving her a better one. Maybe we should all start messaging Nike on Instagram.
Nike, I'm happy to be part of the Nike, but so many things
and put some pressure on them. Think about that for a second. A three-time Grand Slam champion, the biggest name in women's tennis, publicly asking strangers on social media to fight a battle with her own sponsor. While Sabalenka was pleading for a better dress, Nike was quietly doing something completely different behind closed doors. Thousands of miles away, the company was preparing an incredibly personal gift for a 21-year-old Filipina ranked outside the world's elite. Her name was Alex Eala. Instead of another generic accessory, Nike handcrafted a special hair tie inspired by the Philippine national flower and slipped inside it a handwritten message in Tagalog, a message that spoke directly to her culture, her dreams, and the millions of Filipinos cheering her on. That single gesture revealed something far bigger than a marketing campaign. It suggested that Nike wasn't simply sponsoring Alex Eala, it was investing in her story. Now an even bigger question hangs over women's tennis. Sabalenka's Nike contract is reportedly set to expire at the end of this year. Does she stay and wait for the sick 2027 collections she hinted at during that unforgettable press conference? Or does she follow the path taken by Emma Raducanu and search for a new chapter elsewhere? The timing couldn't be more fascinating. Just days ago, Alex Eala completed the biggest Grand Slam run of her career, reaching the fourth round at Wimbledon before falling to Jasmine Paolini in a hard-fought three-set battle, 4-6, 6-4, 3-6. Only a few days later, she returned home to the Philippines, where she wasn't welcomed merely as a successful athlete. She was honored at Malacanang Palace by the President of the Philippines as a national icon whose achievements had inspired an entire country. That was the backdrop. Then Nike made its next move. Let's rewind to November 2025 at the WTA finals in Riyadh. During the post-match press conference, reporters asked Sabalenka about wearing another variation of the same cutout dress design fans had already seen throughout the season at the US Open, Cincinnati, and Roland Garros. Her response instantly went viral. Maybe we should start messaging Nike on Instagram and put some pressure on them. Let's wait for 2027 because that year is going to be sick. Read those words carefully. The world's number one player was openly admitting that her current designs weren't exciting and that she needed public pressure just to improve her own collection. That isn't the image of complete creative freedom. It's the image of a superstar still waiting for the influence many assumed she already had. Months later, another awkward moment fueled the conversation. At Roland Garros, Sabalenka's black and red mesh dress appeared on another Nike-sponsored player competing in the same tournament. The exclusivity many fans believed existed suddenly became a topic of debate. Then the spotlight shifted across the globe to Nike's headquarters in Beaverton, Oregon. In February 2026, Alex Eala received something very few young athletes ever experience. Nike invited her to its global headquarters for an exclusive behind-the-scenes visit, giving her a VIP tour of the campus before sharing the moment on its official global social media accounts. The caption wasn't written in English. It was written in Tagalog. Salamat sa pagbisita. Thank you for visiting. That simple phrase spoke volumes. Nike wasn't just acknowledging an athlete. It was embracing her language, her identity, and the community she represents. And this wasn't the first sign. Months earlier, during her Wimbledon main draw debut, Alex stepped onto the grass wearing a custom white Sampaguita-inspired hair accessory designed to honor the Philippines while respecting Wimbledon's iconic all-white tradition. Along with it came a handwritten message that touched millions of Filipino fans. Kung may tinanim, may anihin. What you plant today, you will one day harvest. The note continued by describing Alex as a Filipina making history while carrying an entire nation with her. That wasn't standard sponsorship copy. It was deeply personal. It reflected culture. It reflected heritage. And it showed a level of attention rarely seen from a global sports brand. Around the same period, industry reports suggested that Naomi Osaka remained Nike's only tennis athlete guaranteed full fashion exclusivity, while other stars, including Sabalenka, were believed to be operating under different contract structures. The reports also indicated Nike intended to expand that highest level of creative investment in the future. Interestingly, that timeline aligns with the same 2027 season Sabalenka herself referenced when talking about the collections she was excited to wear. When all of these moments are placed side by side, they reveal two very different stories unfolding at the same company. One of the biggest stars in tennis publicly asking for change, and one of the sport's fastest rising young talents receiving deeply personalized attention that speaks directly to her identity, culture, and future. The contrast is impossible to ignore. Nike flies Alex Eala to its global headquarters in Beaverton, Oregon, welcomes her with VIP treatment, and posts a message in Tagalog saying, "Salamat sa pagbisita, thank you for visiting." May 2026. Questions arise after Sabalenka wears a design that also appears on another Nike. It was learning her story. It was embracing her culture. It was building a connection that extended far beyond tennis. When later reports highlighted Nike's growing investment in Eala, it wasn't news to Filipino supporters. It simply confirmed what they had already believed for months. One respected tennis publication summed up Nike's women's tennis direction by suggesting that, beyond Naomi Osaka, the brand had room to create more distinctive player identities. Whether or not fans agreed with that assessment, the months that followed showed Nike placing increasing emphasis on storytelling and cultural connection. Alex Eala became one of the clearest examples of that approach. Why? Because global sports marketing isn't driven only by rankings. It's driven by stories, by identity, by communities. The Philippines is a nation of more than 100 million people with a passionate global diaspora spread across North America, Europe, the Middle East, and Asia. For a global company, an athlete who can authentically represent that audience brings value that extends beyond wins and losses. That's why every appearance from Eala now attracts attention. Every new Nike outfit, every custom accessory, every social media post, every tournament becomes part of a larger conversation. The spotlight now turns to the North American hardcourt season, the Mubadala DC Open, the Canadian Open, Cincinnati, and finally, the US Open. Every time Alex Eala steps onto the court, fans will be watching not only her tennis, but also the next chapter in Nike's evolving partnership with one of the sport's fastest rising stars. Yet what makes Eala's story compelling isn't just branding. It's resilience. After a heartbreaking Eastbourne final, she shared a message that resonated with thousands of supporters. She wrote that painful defeats build character and make stronger athletes. Instead of letting disappointment define her season, she responded by continuing to compete on the biggest stages in tennis. Days after Wimbledon, she returned home to the Philippines, where she was welcomed at Malacanang Palace as one of the country's most celebrated young athletes. That moment reflected how much her journey now means beyond the tennis court. When you place the timeline together, the contrast becomes fascinating. Riyadh. A world number one openly expressing frustration with her apparel. Beaverton. Nike greeting Alex Eala in her own language. Wimbledon. Personalized accessories inspired by Filipino culture. Manila. A nation celebrating one of its brightest sporting stars. None of this means Nike is choosing one athlete over another. Sabalenka remains one of the biggest names in world tennis and one of the sport's premier competitors. At the same time, Nike appears to be investing heavily in telling Alex Eala's unique story, one built around culture, identity, and a rapidly growing global fan base. In modern sports marketing, success isn't measured only by trophies. It's also measured by the ability to inspire communities, represent cultures, and connect with millions of people around the world. Alex Eala's journey embodies all of those qualities. Now the conversation shifts to you. As the North American hardcourt season begins, which athlete do you think will have the biggest impact on the court and beyond it? Share your thoughts in the comments. Don't forget to subscribe, because the next chapter, whether it's a breakthrough performance, a major sponsorship update, or another unforgettable Nike moment,